Hi everyone, I'm Tina, Neomed's functional medicine practitioner and nutritionist. Today we're going to talk about a topic that I'm sure affects 8 out of 10 people on a daily basis: adrenal fatigue or dysfunction. Adrenal fatigue actually relates to the adrenal glands, which are located on top of our kidneys, and they produce our stress hormones, especially cortisol. Why this is so important? Cortisol is naturally high in the morning. It gives us that awake feeling that we need in the morning. And as the day progresses, it decreases so that by 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, melatonin, our sleep hormone, takes over. The problem is when we lead very busy lifestyles, when we're not sleeping enough, when we are eating deficient diets, when we're eating very refined diets, our adrenal glands start to overwork and become erratic. So for example, you could be producing cortisol at times of the day when you're not supposed to be, or you can not produce cortisol at all and feel very flat and very exhausted all throughout the day. The good news is there are things we can do to alleviate these issues, and the power is really in our hands. So today I'm going to talk about 5 tips that you can take home with you today to actually start doing today to help your adrenal glands help you to feel better, especially if you're feeling chronically fatigued, stressed out, moody, have a lot of anxiety. These tips will help you to alleviate these issues. So number 1, our diet. Believe it or not, if you have food sensitivities or food intolerances, it can definitely affect your sleep. Many times with my patients, once I take out known inflammatory causing foods such as gluten, such as conventional dairy, such as a lot of sugar, processed foods, and we replenish with a really plant-based diet filled with our colors of the rainbow from vegetables, from fruits, nuts, seeds, organic produce, organic meat, chicken, fish. Of course, this will vary for everybody, but as soon as we go back to a diet where we're eating an anti-inflammatory protocol, we can definitely see sleep get better and your adrenals start to repair. So that's number 1. Number 2, another little trick you can do with your diet to help your adrenal glands is to actually eat more protein and fat in the morning and a little bit more carbohydrate in the evening. Even though this sounds really weird because most dietitians will tell you the opposite, eat carbohydrates in the morning to give you energy and eat more protein at night so you're not storing your carbohydrates as fat. When we're looking at adrenal health, we want to be doing the opposite of this. Why? Protein and fat increase cortisol levels. So if you want to feel more awake in the morning, having perhaps a smoothie with avocado in it and a collagen powder and some leaves from spinach and some berries, this will help you to have more energy and more cortisol production in the morning. In the evening, what do carbohydrates do? Carbohydrates help us to decrease cortisol levels. Now, I have to say a parenthesis here. What I mean by eating carbohydrates is not to eat a big bowl of pasta or, a big helping of French fries or chips. What I mean is to have healthy carbohydrates at dinner time. So perhaps having some sweet potato or some quinoa or some buckwheat. These can all help your cortisol levels to decrease. Another thing you can do after dinner as well is to take a slow 10-minute walk around the block. This walking also helps to shave off cortisol and decrease cortisol levels to make you more prepared for sleeping. Which brings me to number 3. What can we do to help our adrenals further? Sleeping, resting. If we're one of those people that wakes up at 5 in the morning and we're just go until 10 at night, this is a problem because our body is in the fight or flight stage. In other words, it just thinks that it's under attack all the time. And so what we need to be doing is it's good to have that stress. It's good to go in the morning when it's normal to be going. But if you're still going at 10 at night, this is a problem. Our body needs to go into the rest and digest phase. So if you can limit your amount of busyness throughout the day and give yourself some time to rest, this is very good. How can you do this? In the evening, after about 7 in the evening, if you can, try to get some rest. Try to do things that will prepare your brain for sleep. Don't stare at screens, don't stare at your phone, because that white light tells your brain to produce cortisol. A lot of people tell me, hey, I fall asleep in front of the television, so it helps me. But does it? Because even if you fall asleep in front of the television, you are not sleeping as deeply as you should because your body is still producing cortisol. And what effect does that have? You wake up in the morning and you think, oh my God, I feel like I've been run over by a truck. I feel so tired. So getting off of these devices and limiting the amount of screen time you have in the evening and getting more effective rest is a very good idea to train your brain to get ready for sleep and decrease cortisol levels at night. So rest is a very important part of adrenal health. Number 4, taking the right supplements. There are adaptogenic herbs such as rhodiola, cordyceps, ashwagandha. All these things help to decrease cortisol levels. The best time to take them in the evening, because obviously we want to shave off cortisol in the evening to help us to sleep. One very effective one that I found in practice is called phosphatidylserine. Phosphatidylserine is naturally found in the cell walls. It's part of the cell wall structure, and it can actually help to decrease cortisol levels. So again, taking about anywhere from 300 to 600 milligrams of phosphatidylserine in the evening can help your adrenal health. One very important one for adrenal health is vitamin C. So if your gums bleed easily when you brush your teeth, if you get easily bruised, these are signs that you are low in vitamin C. And a lot of people need high-dose vitamin C to help them to get back to optimal levels and to replenish the adrenal glands. So this is where you want to work with a practitioner that's knowledgeable in this area to understand how many grams of vitamin C you need. In general, for most people, I would recommend 1 gram 4 times a day. This also will help to modulate the immune system, to balance the immune system, and to help the adrenals balance as well. Number 5, if you are emotionally stressed, if you are going through a hard time in your life, this is the time to seek help. Because if you're constantly emotionally stressed, you definitely will get adrenal dysfunction or adrenal fatigue. So asking for help from a friend or a neighbor or professional help from a psychologist or a therapist, this is the time to do it, because really delving into your emotional health will also help you to heal your adrenal glands. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to comment or question below. Or if you'd like to contact Neomed to understand if you have adrenal fatigue, please let us know. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.